Nebraska has kind of owned this series over the course of the last 3 or 4 years. This, Audrey, is going to be the only matchup this year of these two teams, which makes it even bigger here tonight. And Nebraska pushes to the outside, and right away, the All-American Madi Kubik delivers for Nebraska.
Penn State rolling a shot over that was so easy for Nebraska to handle, and Kubik doing what she does best, just hammering balls from the left side.
Huskers coming in at 3rd in the country, 14-1. As we mentioned, that only loss was to Stanford, a team that Penn State beat on the same weekend that it knocked off number 18, Oregon, and that is a point for the Nittany Lions.
Well, that last play, very predictable where the ball was going. You see the setter moving to the left side, setting to the left side, but you gotta figure out how to block Cash Williams. She will wipe the ball, she'll put the ball thunderously to the floor. She's got all kinds of shots. A real strong kid for Penn State.
Cash Williams, the transfer from Long Beach State, which is where Tyler Hildebrand, the former Nebraska assistant, went to be a head coach this year. Goes into the block. Good coverage there by Rodriguez. Inside, pulled inside a little bit, and Whitney Lauenstein found the seam.
Well, you're right. That set brought Lauenstein inside, and she doesn't go low seam with it. Take a look at this swing. She goes high off the blocker's hand, so she makes something out of a set that was not perfect. Lauenstein
averaging just over 3 kills per set this year. She's taken a big jump year over year from her freshman year here to her sophomore season. Back to Cash they go, and boy, is Cash explosive from that left pin.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of strength behind that ball. I tell you what, if there is a kid that hits the ball harder, I don't think I have seen it in this conference. Big swing there by Williams.
Williams had 17 kills at Wisconsin. She'll need to be big tonight. Little known fact is that serve goes long. Cash Williams actually had a cup of coffee in Lincoln, Nebraska. She went to junior college out of high school, didn't play her first year, signed with Nebraska, came here during the spring, and only lasted maybe 2 or 3 practices and then transferred to go to Long Beach State. So the only player on the floor that would have been with Williams at the time, it would be Nicolette Hames, who's getting her first start in a month tonight.
Yeah, interesting there. And this ball gets served right to Cash Williams. I think she will be targeted all night long. That ball perfectly served by Lauenstein straight down the line.
So Lauenstein now back to serve. Her serving effectiveness has really picked up over the last 5 or 6 matches. She has 14 kills. That swing from Williams is long and wide.
You know, serve receive has been the area for Penn State that has really struggled, and if they pass well, this Penn State team looks amazing. Like every other team, they rely on that good pass, and they can't become too predictable by just setting left side. They've got to get their middles involved.
On the slide, and a kill there on the slide by Katie Clark out of Arlington, Texas, the TCU transfer.
Katie Clark, a second team All Big 12 in 2019 and 2020, running that nice slide. She's got some speed, elevation, and a nice snap on the ball.
Came in and did some nice things against the Fighting Illini last time out for Penn State. The Nittany Lions started off this year 12-0. Have lost 3 of their last 5. Now the whistle has been blown for Cassie Kirshen.
Kirshen's like, what's up? Give me the whistle.
Right. Evans in there, not a set. And there's Krause with the kill from the left pin.
You know, I'm so impressed by number 22 for Nebraska, Lindsay Krause. She played right side last year, and she has just dominated from the left pin this year. Look at that shot, high over top of the block, right in the corner, and you see Ani Evans, who's into set, just giving her all kinds of props for that swing.
Served by Kubik, into the tape. So now back to serve for Penn State. Bilanovic, the libero for the Lions. One of the vocal leaders on this team. You know, no captains this year for Penn State, but she certainly is one of those leaders on the floor. Here's Evans. Batenhorst with the tip, and that is wide.
Batenhorst trying to go right over top of the block. Penn State's defense was deep perimeter, and that's just a mishit there by Batenhorst.
Serve is long. 7-5 now here early on. Set number one in Lincoln. Two top 15 teams, Nebraska and Penn State. Becca Alec now back to serve, and into the front row for Nebraska is Katie Horde, who played last year for Penn State. Good swing. That's a good-looking freshman right there. Alexa Markley, freshman out of Peachtree City, Georgia.
I'll tell you what, I got the opportunity to watch her play. She came in the third set against Ohio State, and something magical happened when she stepped on that court. Instantly, Penn State played a little bit better and really rode the wave of her positive play.
Good dig there on the swing by Krause.
Big swings, got 2 aces, and things really turned around for her Penn State team.
First 14 matches, she played in only 10 sets. But if you look at the last 3 matches, she's played in 11. So clearly, her play and practice has ticked up, and we've seen it in the game as well. And there is one of the best blockers in the Big Ten Conference, Katie Horde, the former Nittany Lion.
Horde goes up with such confidence, this swing block. Look at how high above the net, and not only high above the net, but how they reach over. They are stopping that ball from ever crossing the plane of the net, and that's a big block to hit around. We'll see if Alexa Markley is up for the task tonight.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
And she finally has an opportunity. What a great match to come to. You get Penn State, Nebraska for your first match.
Well, I love this story. Whoever bought her these tickets, I'm sure just climbed up the ranks as her favorite relative. I just love this story.
9 grandchildren, 20 great-great-grandchildren, or has a great-great-grandchild on the way, 20 grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
Wow.
So out of the last timeout, Nittany Lions. Oh, that's a tough break there on a great swing by Markley. It was headed out, but it hit her in the hip.
Yeah, Penn State, phenomenal defense, keeping the ball alive, but then take a look at this block again. I love the eye sequence we see there from Nebraska, taking a look at the hitter and then reaching up and over. That's Lauenstein, great eye sequence in the middle of that play. This block is really making Penn State think. Right now they're hitting 088, Penn State's team is.
Lift called on Nebraska. I believe that's what it was called. I didn't see the signal from the R1, but that ends the 4-0 Nebraska run. Yeah, they did call 4 hits on Nebraska.
Yeah.
Batenhorst is wide. Did she get a touch? There was a touch. Point for Nebraska.
You know, I'd like to give some credit here to Madi Kubik, who touched the first ball, serve, receive. Let's take a look at that touch off the block. But that was a difficult pass. That ball was going high to her left shoulder, and she handles it perfectly, putting it up to her setter. So really good passing technique by Kubik.
Short serve handled well by the Nittany Lions. Block touch for Nebraska. Right back out to Kubik. A good dig in the back row, kept it alive. Great defense here by Penn State. And then Kubik just rolls it right into the campfire.
She is so effective because she has so many shots. She buried one deep cross court, the next one. Arm swing looks exactly the same, and then she roll shots it. That's what makes her so good.
Kubik hitting .280 in the Big Ten Conference this year. Another block. blocks for the Huskers here in set one, and the block is dominant right now.
And we've already mentioned it, but this is why Nebraska ranks first in the Big Ten in opponent hitting percentage. That block is so good. And then right behind, you've got the players of Knuckles and Rodriguez. It's tough to score.
7-1 Nebraska run. Did not clear it.
Point, Nittany Lions.
Nicklin Hames is a gamer. She's trying to do something sneaky.
Yeah, just barely rolled over, right?
Trying to, hey, watch what I'm gonna, oh, okay.
Another service error. That is 4 now. The Nittany Lions, and Nebraska has set point here in the first. Lexi Rodriguez will serve. The Husker fans on their feet here in Lincoln. Big block in the middle. There's Taylor Trammell stepping up big on the block on Alec.
Yeah, Trammell is a really good blocker, and she is going to have to get some positive touches on the ball. That was a big one to keep her team alive here in this first set.
So Elisaya now back to serve, the setter for Penn State. Set point number 2. Off the block and out. Whitney Lauenstein with the kill, and Nebraska wins the first. Looking for their first win in Lincoln since 2013, and a service error to start it off in the second. Nebraska has won 4 straight opening sets in matchups with Penn State. Good pass. Oh, great up. And kept alive, wow. On the slide. Clark knocked down, she got it.
Yeah, tremendous effort by the backcourt defense for Nebraska. You're going to send a free ball over to Penn State. They're going to know how to split the block and how to put their hitters in a good position. Look at the speed, change direction, and able to control that ball, putting it high. I love how the entire team was chasing Knuckles. All she had to do was touch it, and somebody was going to send that third ball over.
Block didn't close, and Lauenstein took advantage.
We'll take a look at the big hole, as you mentioned. Gaping hole there, she finds it, she rips it. And you can see number 20 for Penn State leaning to her right slightly, and that is all it takes to create that hole. You have to stay balanced and ready to move after the ball is set.
Another block, that time it's Alec for Nebraska. Holland with the swing.
Well, this ball is easy for Alec to block. The ball is passed high. It's kind of predictable where it's going to go, and Alec just reaches up and over. She has nowhere to move. I always think when the ball is set perfectly, sometimes hold that middle, go up with your hands high, and then flick it to the outside, trying to get the middle blocker on the other side of the net to delay slightly.
Jillian Grimes now to serve for Penn State.
Now, this has not been a great serving match yet for Nebraska. A lot of errors so far, giving easy points to Penn State.
Once again, blocked late getting there. That time Lauenstein had a touch on it. Oh, a big block by the freshman. There is Markley again.
A little adjustment made there, and boy, Markley just completely dominates on that one. Was it Markley or Holland? Let's take a look here. Well, both contributed well. Yeah, and you can see what a closed block looks like and the success as a result of that.
Kubik swipes at it. Good diving save in the back row by Grimes. the kill by Allie Holland.
Love the tempo of that set. Penn State running a slide with Holland. She doesn't come all the way back to the middle. Take a look, she's already to the right of the setter. Reaches high, aggressively goes after that ball. That is a good kill by Holland.
But Grimes doing a nice job in that back row. The one-handed up there. That one goes off the top of the block, a little higher trajectory with high hands there and got the kill.
Yeah, kudos to Grimes over Penn State. She's just going all out in the backcourt. This ball, though, goes high off the blocker's hands, like you mentioned, and there's not much she can do to track that one down.
Pushes out to the pin. Nittany Lions in the front row and setting. Nebraska has moved back to a 5-1 here.
Yep, 5-1, and what makes a 5-1 effective is if you have a slide attacker that can go behind. Suddenly it opens some things up. So interesting move here from Nebraska to go into the 5-1 with Nittany Lions. I mean, she knows how to run a 5-1, obviously, right? But yeah, it just, she hasn't done it in a while here for Nebraska.
6 service errors. And so now Evans will come into the back row and
Number 4, Madi Evans. Checking in for the Nittany Lions, number 23, Christiana Williams.
So Coach Cook really making Katie Schumacher-Cawley, head coach for Penn State, kind of think things through a little bit. Maybe playing a little, you know, hey, you ready for what I'm going to throw your way?
Is it just in that rotation?
Yeah. That's the only time I saw them. Now we will definitely look to see if when Nittany Lions rotates to the front court. And you also have to be careful with subs. You know, you don't want to, you know, use your subs too early. So we'll just see what, try to get a feel for what coach's strategy is with running the 5-1, 6-2, 4-2 with Haynes and with Ani Evans.
There's that heavy-handed swing of Cash Williams with a kill.
I feel like Cash Williams fears no block. She does not care if she gets stuffed or not. She's just going to come right back at you with a harder hit. That time just barrels it into the block between the blocker's hands and the net.
She would not be popular at our restaurant, would she? No tips.
Right.
Tough one. Swiped off the block.
Great example of bettering the ball. Pass was not great. Nittany Lions put up a nice, oh, that was Ani Evans, excuse me, put up a nice bump set, and then the smart shot to get a point. Each play got a little bit better, resulted in a big point. I didn't realize how much Haynes and Evans look alike.
Right, yeah.
I mean, physically, even their hair. Yeah.
That's why they wear numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right in the middle, just punched over, and Allie Batenhorst was there to send it back. Just out of position, out of system, and Batenhorst took advantage.
Yeah, Batenhorst celebrating that one. That might be the easiest kill she's going to get tonight. Take a look, though, the tip high allows Batenhorst to reach over. I don't know exactly what you call that. It was kind of like a fist.
Yeah,
what
sure.
do you call that, Larry?
Yeah, that was a kill.
Right.
Off the tape. Right into the Horde block, and that is 9 blocks for Nebraska, 7 for Caitlin Horde.
I think that ball went from Horde's hand to the court before Williams even landed. Take a look at how quick this ball went down, at least, wow, straight down. Effective block. Horde is so good at her position.
There's a big swing in the middle from Trammell.
Well, and this is why Penn State has to change up what they're doing. Pass allows the setter to move the ball around a little bit. Trammell goes up, hits a ball out of the middle, and Nebraska's defense just not ready for it. You know, you can't be one-dimensional if you're going to beat teams in this league. So Penn State really has to spread out that offense.
Swiped out by Krause. Bumps it out to Williams again, and that's into the net.
You know, sometimes players will have what I like to call frustration errors. First time she went up and got really blocked hard by Horde, and now this next hit into the net, possibly a little frustrated, needs to regroup mentally.
Touches. So a two-hit violation of the setter. Tried to go behind her long back to the pin.
Yeah, Schumacher-Cawley not happy with that. You can tell she is just letting the up official have it for calling that double on her setter.
Williams with the kill.
Williams going high again, deep into the corner. Take a look at it again. The pass takes the setter off the net. Nice high set, and then, boy, she does not bring that ball down like she did in the previous swing that she had. Went high, and that went too deep in the corner. Kubik attempted to stab at it, went off of her.
Did not quite clear on the swing from Clark.
You know, there's good errors and then there's bad errors. A hit like that is, you know, obviously a bad error. Ball goes in the middle of the net. So, you know, that will happen. You've got to be mentally tough and just regroup, and you can't have these back-to-back errors giving easy points to the #3 team in the nation.
Was hanged by Trammell to get a hand on that. Another point for Nebraska.
Yeah.
Double again.
Yeah, as soon as she touched it, I was like, that is a double. So no arguing there by Schumacher-Cawley on that
play. As Indiana was looking for the upset there, Purdue 6-1 on the year in the conference. And another service error out of the timeout.
Yeah, that's not what you want out of a timeout. Yeah, so Nebraska's serving game a little off today. We'll see if they can recover. Don't want to rack up a lot of serving errors and give your opponent easy points.
To Clark, and Clark with the kill.
Katie Clark's been very effective, hitting 600, 4 kills, 1 error. Yeah, her numbers are super good.
And as a team, they're hitting just 051.
Yeah.
So even more impressive is Katie Clark with those 5 kills, keeping them in it. Bump set to Kubik. Tried to give a line, that's wide, no touch. So good run here for Penn State out of that last timeout. Nebraska was on top. 13-8. And it's a 3-0 Nittany Lion run. Pushed by Hames, but the block got there. And the block again. There is Clark on the right side, shutting down Nebraska. And timeout called by John Cook, as it is now a 4-0 run committed to play for Penn State. But there's so many storylines here with the Stark family. Dad Doug, not only did he used to help Terry Pettit here, but he went on to play college volleyball at Ball State. Played with a couple of former coaches that we would know, John Shondell at Purdue, and also Craig Skinner. Mom played volleyball.
Yeah, Erica played at Texas for Mick Haley. You know, I'd love to see their Christmas card list. It is the who's who of collegiate volleyball, I'm sure.
That'll be off of Penn State, and I think Katie Schumacher-Colley wants clarification there. She thought there might have been a touch, or nope, no touch out on Penn State, so point Nebraska. Now, Erica Hibben, who played for Mick Haley at Texas, she still is in the record books for Texas. And that's Julia Starks on for a big block there. Alec.
Kubik lines up perfectly on this. Let's take a look at how she lines up, and she's up early on the slide. I think that's the key to blocking a slide. You got to be in the right spot, and you got to be up early.
It was that left hand of Kubik that got it. That is the 8th match that Nebraska has had 10 or more blocks as a team on the season. Don't want to go down 5 as you get later in the match, later in the set. Good pass, run a quick middle, and they got it. Allie Holland with the kill.
Holland gets up so quick. I love her distance from the net. Everything she does here is just picture perfect. Gives herself a lot of room there. You see the distance between her landing and the net, and she's able to swing through the ball hard and fast.
Lauenstein along with Alec on the block on the right side for Nebraska. I think Alexa Markley's getting a little extra attention from Nebraska right now.
Well, and she should. She's a really good player, but this time she's going low into the hands, and that's a sign of a freshman. You know, you keep developing shots, and those high off the blocker's hands, some of the veteran hitters make it look so easy. It is a tough skill to master. She is so good, so quick, and she has continued to get better every single year I've seen her play. Great
numbers, hitting .343 on the year, 2 kills per set. So Evans now in, serving out of the back row for Nebraska. Served there by check that, that's Kubik with the serve. Nice up again.
I'm sure she gets her reps in practice to just ball handle, but that time, bad set to the left side.
7 service errors now for both teams in the match.
Cornhuskers, number 5, checking in the serve for your Huskers.
Earlier this year, Penn State hit just over 100 in the match in that win over Stanford. And the comment I think before was let's just try to win, right?
Yeah.
So in now to serve for Nebraska is Macy Bosinger. Bosinger, the freshman out of Norris High School in Nebraska. A little dump there by Trammell. Reached up to tip it into the donut.
Yeah, Bosinger was there, released when she saw the hand opening for Penn State on the tip, and just couldn't track the ball down quick enough.
Celesa Elisaya, tough serve. Nice pass though, and Horde with the tip right back. Elisaya kept it alive, great job. Krause, no doubter.
Good setters will put their hitter one-on-one, and you just saw Krause go up with one block against her. Take a look at how that ball gets placed perfectly. Right choice, right tempo, right location, everything looking good with that set.
3rd kill for Krause. She's hitting .429, no errors on 7 attacks. Just wide. Williams is right there watching it.
Yeah, and you know the target is Williams. You've got to do something to try to slow Williams down. So they are targeting Williams in serve receive, giving her more things to think about, maybe moving her back a little bit. That time, that serve that went to the sideline, just out of bounds on that left sideline.
Kershaw with the tough serve. And then a nice up. Just a high ball out to the pin, and Lauenstein pounded it.
Lauenstein elevates so well, hangs in the air, and then just rips this ball. What a tremendous swing by Whitney Lauenstein on the left pin.
It's 5 kills now for Lauenstein. That goes off the hand of Lauenstein and out. Trammell with another kill. Trammell, since coming in, has done a nice job. That's 3 kills for Taylor Trammell.
Yeah, and what's important, you know, you want to set middle again, so things open up on the left pin, so you've got to be able to move that ball around. Trammell, like you said, getting some good points for her team.
Thought maybe you want to swing right there, right?
Yeah,
Not
for
the tip.
sure. Yeah.
But Lauenstein would like that one back.
Yeah,
Had a one blocker up on her and chose to just kind of roll it over.
Yeah, trying to catch the defense on their heels, but you know, the sign of a good defensive team, you're back, ready for a big hit, and then you push off your back foot and run the ball down. That's exactly what Penn State's defenders did on that roll shot.
Crowd now getting into it here in Lincoln. Clark off the block. Penn State on a run, back to within 1.
I think things will shake out here in the upcoming weeks, and we'll see who will stay on top of the conference.
Nebraska ran the tandem, knocked down in the swing by Kubik. From off the net, Barkley couldn't get it past. Served by Rodriguez. Tight for the quick middle, knocked down by Holland. Good opportunity there. Barkley has to readjust. What a save. Good up. Here's Barkley again into the block.
They work together, and that's what makes them so good.
Clark on the slide out of the timeout, and there's Roddy again with the up. Trying line, was there a touch? No touch, point Penn State. That's a big point for the Nittany Lions.
Yep, that keeps them in this set. 21-23, Penn State feeling like they can push this second one. They're playing a lot better here. Just errors from Kubik on that last swing, an error from Kubik trying to go hands and missing the hands.
Just a backbreaker.
Yeah, untimely error there. You felt it. That momentum was perhaps swinging Penn State's way. Silly error.
Set point for Nebraska here in the second. Return the favor.
Yeah. We've already said not a great serving night. I think both head coaches will be a little disappointed unless things change here and they start serving more aces than errors.
Zoe Wetherington into the game for the first time tonight. Wetherington to serve. Second set point. And got the touch. Kubik hit the hands. Point Nebraska and set to the Cornhuskers.
Russ Rose, just a phenomenal guy, and how lucky a person would be to be on his coaching staff, coaching for him and learning from him.
When we talk about Cook's tree, Rose's tree, even longer. So to start set number 3, Kubik with the kill. There is John Cook. 4 national titles of his own, 7 NCAA Final Four. There's a lot of excitement, anticipation maybe in Lincoln that the Final Four is back in Omaha. Typically when it's there, ooh, some miscommunication there. A little traffic in the middle. But it's back in Omaha for the 3rd time in 8 years, the Final Four, 5th time overall. Nebraska has typically done well.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice when it's in your
home state.
Yeah, in your backyard, so to speak.
That's right. Great up. High hands again. Boy, she is firing at high hands right now.
Yeah, the connection between Hames and Kubik is great. They are in great rhythm together. They've got a ton of history together. And take a look at this aggressive swing. And she is going after that hand, no doubt about it. She's reaching for that hand of the block.
The outside hand, even more impressive, right?
Yeah.
They get the touch out and the touch long. And that time, it's the freshman with the kill. Nice swing by, again, Alexa Markley.
Now, Markley learning on the job. She was going lone seam, and that wasn't working. So coach is talking to her, telling her to mix up those shots a little bit. She scores on that one by just a smarter shot, not going right into the belly of the block.
Ooh, Caitlin Horde, just her 2nd kill. Well, that was a big one.
Yes, it was, Larry. She gets up early, and I love the way the ball is being set to her by Hames. Take a look at how Hames gives her a window to swing into. You want to stay off the net, and it is the setter's job to set that ball away from the tape so that you can swing through. That was quite the cannon from Horde.
For her first week here with this team, John Cook couldn't have had more praise for her approach, her leadership. I think his comment was, she's just a pro. She just handles it like a pro.
Yeah.
And immediately became well-respected and a leader for this Husker team. You saw Zoe Weatherington there on the sideline for Penn State. She came in here and had a win last year. Tip try by Alec, not down. Big block again.
Yeah.
Nebraska's block.
So what can you do to help your hitter out when she's just getting roofed? You can set the ball a little bit farther from the net. Not a lot, but just a little bit, so she's got a little more angles to hit into. That's one option. The other thing you can do is just talk to her. Tell her it is your fault. It was my bad set. Even if it wasn't, you want to take full responsibility as a setter and help your outside hitters swing well.
Kubik again. That time over the block and drops it in deep corner. Kubik warming up here in this 3rd set.
Yeah, I like the transition, turning and running, getting off the net quickly to allow herself, take a look at her footwork, to allow herself to get that rhythm, explode on that approach.
Well, look at the balance scoring for Nebraska right now.
Yeah, and that's what makes Nebraska so good. Lots of different options, a well-run offense.
Kubik, the thumb down, really shaved off an angle there, but not down. And then Hames can attack because she was in the front row there. That swing is wide point for Nebraska. Huskers up by 5.
Yeah, and we should note that Stark is playing front row now.
So 7-2 here in the 3rd. Free ball over. On the slide, Alec goes wide, got the touch, and Becca Alec with the kill.
Hames for Nebraska, front row, setting that slide to Alec. There you see Hames front row, and boom, nice slide off the block.
4-0 Nebraska run. Right to Alec on the overpass.
Nebraska not serving aces, but serving effectively into people's laps that they want to play the ball. And this time the target is Angelina Stark, who's passing in left back. They moved her up, got a DS back there to pass.
Not down. Kubik with the tip. Back row attack. Oh, they wanted knuckles. And the slide. Oh, what an up. Looked like that might have been outside the antenna. Point Penn State either way.
Hey, Penn State hasn't won very many long rallies, but they certainly won that one. Great play on their side of the net, keeping the ball alive and being patient. I liked how Angelina Stark, if she didn't have a great kill, she placed the tip to whom she wanted to play that ball. And then you see great defensive effort by Knuckles, but the point ultimately goes to Penn State.
Ouch.
Yeah, once they get a positive play and they make a negative play. I want to mention Cash Williams has rotated to the front court. She's struggling tonight. 4 kills, 1 error, hitting -167. Penn State relies on her numbers to be better. We'll see if she can turn things around. She's going to be up there for 3 rotations.
Four touches. 4 hits on Nebraska. Penn State this year has not hit below 100 in a match, and right now they're at 052.
Yeah, your key players have to come out strong, and right now, lots of tips, lots of roll shots. Block is getting into the hitter's head, but you know, you just have to flip things around. They need a couple players to kind of do some positive things and turn the momentum in their favor. Got to play defense though first. That shot for Nebraska scores. Easy roll shot by Krause. Top of the net. Batenhorst celebrating, but I don't think she'd actually touch the ball.
Penn State just trying to get any positive momentum going right now. It is a struggle here in the third. Penn State has now allowed the most blocks by any team this season. And that tried to go high hands there again. Williams just missed it.
Alasaya, who tends to get some points off of her second contact. She's a lefty, she swings, gets some points. She's hitting negative as well.
And the ace. On the back row. Oh, nice tip. There's travel again. Let's get her something.
Yeah, man. Let's let's make that happen. Let's make that happen.
Absolutely.
A little pregame meal.
A tough serve there. And the kill. There's one for Williams.
We'll see if they have it in them to inch their way back here in the third set, but Nebraska definitely having to play clean and play tough. Don't want errors like that.
Kirshen now to serve. Well, that's a great swing and an even better dig. That wasn't bad either. And then into the net.
Off the bench, instructing his team on what he wants.
Board off the block. Trammell got a hand on it. There's a good swing by Weatherington. Oh.
Bilanovic upset on that one.
Good dig. Weatherington. Oh, what a diving save in the back row. Bump set. Lauenstein again with the kill.
Beautiful bump set by Lexi Rodriguez. Nicklin Hames playing the ball high above her head. Take a look at that great defensive play, a great bump set, and then a shot that goes off the blocker's hands, and not able for Penn State's right back player to control that ball.
Straight up overpass. Oh my. How about Knuckles?
Yeah, you've got to just keep chipping away right now if you're Penn State. Don't worry too much about the score, just one ball at a time.
This defense tonight for this Nebraska squad has been remarkable.
Number 8, Lexi Rodriguez, unbelievable saves that she's making. So impressed. This is why she was the national ABCA National Freshman of the Year and last year's Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. The saves that she is making tonight, off the charts.
Anastasia Kudryashova is now into the game for Penn State. Pass. Alec.
Nebraska having quite the night. Serve receive issues here make an easy point for Alec. Take a look at that angle. Take a look at how excited she gets. Those are fun when that ball is just hanging on top of the net. Fun to just get up and slam it down.
Block touch by Alec. Lauenstein with the kill. 21-19. Boy, tough serve over pass. Penn State 0-34. There's Weatherington blocked. That is an 8-1 Nebraska run, and Nebraska's block numbers tonight are off the charts. That is a season-high blocks 15. Caitlin Horde has a season high in blocks. Whitney Lauenstein has a season high in blocks. And they lead at 23-9.
Yeah, that's unbelievable score right there.
Back row. Got it. There's Knuckles.
Knuckles is like, I gotta get one tonight. Give me the ball. Great angle.
Match point for Nebraska. No touch. And the Huskers have swept the Nittany Lions in Lincoln.
Swept him in unbelievable fashion. I have never seen Penn State not get in double digits in any set.